Okay, good morning. Thank you all for coming out today. We're here to announce the arrest in the Rogers Manor Park Lane shooting. I'd like to first introduce Captain Wendy Fieser, Commander of the Criminal Investigations Unit.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to provide you with an update on our investigation into an incident that occurred on Sunday, March 22nd, 2015, at approximately 1 a.m. in the morning at Rogers Manor County Parkland. On this date, both Newcastle County and Delaware State Police Patrol units responded to the parkland in reference to a shooting. Upon arrival, we located a gold GMC Sierra truck with 2 victims inside suffering from gunshot wounds. A 19-year-old victim was shot in the face. He will require countless surgeries to recover from this injury. The other victim, a 23-year-old, was shot in the upper body and is now considered stable. Both victims remain in the hospital. Both victims were treated by Newcastle County paramedics and transported to Christiana Hospital by Goodwell and Holloway Terrace Fire Companies. Our patrol units secured the area, and the Criminal Investigations Unit responded and assumed an investigation. Over the last week, we have been able to locate witnesses and suspects, which have led to the arrest of several suspects over the last week. Detectives arrested and charged the final suspect last night. The investigation has revealed that late Saturday night, a juvenile co-defendant set up a drug deal. The juvenile co-defendant, and the subjects pictured over here, Carlos Hernandez, Joshua Scruggs, Felice Smear, and Jorge Reza Ayala, agreed with the victims to meet at the Rogers Manor Parkland area to make a drug deal. During the course of the drug deal, the victims tried to flee in the gold GMC era, and 2 shotgun rounds were fired into the truck. Throughout the week, our detectives have worked tirelessly to identify and arrest all the 5 suspects, and they have all been charged with attempted murder first, robbery in the first degree, assault in the second degree, and conspiracy in the first degree. All defendants have received a high secured bail or cash bail. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Fieser. At this time, I'd like to introduce Colonel Ian Setting for some remarks.
I greatly appreciate the media coming out for this, and as the detective chief said, it's 5 subjects that were arrested. You're looking at 4 pictures because the 5th is a juvenile, and we're not putting his picture, his name up there. But I want to make it clear that that juvenile and these 4 different individuals that are here now are all under arrest for attempted murder. They've ended their lives, and that's the real message here. You come to Newcastle County, you pick up a gun, you think you're going to do a robbery for a couple of bucks, or someone has insulted you in some manner, and you think you're going to end this with a gun. We have the most relentless police officers and detectives I've ever seen or met anywhere in the world, and I've been around. We're going to find you, and we're going to arrest you. You can be assured of that. This is not a place where you can pretend you're in a video game with a gun. We have built partnerships that are hard to measure and are almost incommunicable. Our AG's office is just as relentless as our detective division. Our state representative is here, J.J. Johnson. Our council people, Councilman Jay Streets, Councilman George Smiley. We have built a winning team. This is not just a law enforcement problem. This youth-on-youth violence is unacceptable, will not be tolerated in Newcastle County. We will use all of our resources and assets to find you and arrest you. I want to take a moment to thank our Chief of Staff, Jim McDonald, for being here, and of course, our Director of Public Safety, Joe Bryan. Again, we are a huge and powerful team, and I can assure you that every open homicide in Newcastle County is being investigated, and we will bring every one of them to fruition. We will not stop. Even if that case gets cold, we have a cold case unit with detectives assigned. We are not backing down, we're not backing away. This is our backyard. You do not come here and commit murder or attempted murder or even carry a gun. You commit a crime here, we're going to arrest you. You can be assured of that. I'm going to ask both our councilmen to come up here for some brief remarks, if they don't mind. Councilman Jay Streets, Councilman George Smiley. Representative Johnson, sir, if you have anything to say, you're more than welcome to come up.
Thank you all for coming here. I will be brief. I'd like to applaud Newcastle County Police, the state police, and those that were involved in quickly bringing these defendants to light. It's very unfortunate that at such a young age, people will take and choose the path that they've chosen. But they've chosen the path. Unfortunately, the path they choose affects the lives of many, many others. There are a lot of children in the area around this park that don't even use the park because of instances like that. But we're going to turn that around. We're in the process now, targeting everything. So again, I applaud you. The cooperation of the state agencies, the county agencies, the municipalities, and it's not just in Delaware. The arm of Newcastle County reaches beyond the borders of this state with the cooperation. So you can't commit something here, run to Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, think you're going to get away with it. We're going to come get you. The factor that needs to continually be pressed is we also need the public. We also need the public. So you're out there, you see this, remember, when you see something, the littlest bit may not be important to you, but it may help solve one of these crimes. So thank you very much.
As co-chair of public safety, I want to commend the department. Thank you for your continued excellent work in bringing these arrests to fruition as expeditiously as you have. As co-chair of public safety, I want to make it clear that for the 10 years that I've been on council, county council has given the police department the resources, the tools, allocated the money necessary for you to continue to do your work. And I usually don't speak for council, but today I'm saying on behalf of Newcastle County Council, we will continue to give you the resources so that you can hire the people, have the technology necessary to make sure that when somebody is stupid enough to come into Newcastle County, especially one of our parks, and commit a crime like this, we got something for you. It's called arrest and incarceration. And at the point where, I don't care if you're juvenile, 18, 19 or not, you know right from wrong, you knew you were involved in a drug deal, you knew you had weapons, you knew you used weapons, so you endured the consequences. And the message is going to continue to be crystal clear. You come into Newcastle County and you commit a crime with a gun, we're going to use all the resources at our disposal to make sure we get you off the street. Finally, I want to commend the witnesses who came forward, because this is proof of the fact when folks see something and they say something, we get something done. So I want to commend the department, thank the witnesses, and the message is crystal clear. Come into Newcastle County with a gun, we're going to respond, and we're going to respond with appropriate police force. We're going to arrest you and see to it that you put away.
Thank you. Good morning. I also would like to echo the comments of the councilman. I commend the Newcastle County Police for acting so swiftly. And I want to say this also, that this issue really hit home to me. Not only did the incident happen in my neighborhood, but one of the perpetrators is one of my neighbors. I was coming home from Legislative Hall this week, and I saw the police officers coming out of this home, people that I know. I called Colonel Settings to ask him what was going on. He said, well, I'll get back with you in about 5 minutes. And he did. Within 5 minutes, he told me what the situation was. He didn't tell me the details, and I'm learning the details today. But I was disappointed that one of my neighbors was involved in this crime. And more importantly, not only the crime itself, but the fact that these young men engage in such criminal activity, but the product they are dealing with. I've had at least 2 to 3 young men die from OD in my neighborhood this year. Now this is what they're peddling. This is the drug they're peddling. So it's not only the 2 victims that were shot that were trying to buy this product, there are other victims out there also. So I commend the police force, and I just keep the good work up. And you have the support of the state. We just passed legislation yesterday to increase the amount of funding that we provide for the state police to address violent crime. We assessed $15 on each ticket, or parking ticket, or any ticket that you receive. So that money is going directly to the police force to address the violent crime, not only within the county or the city, but within the state. So good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Councilman. This concludes the press conference. I will have a release shortly after, and we have members of the Criminal Investigations Unit if you have any specific questions about the investigation, and I'll have all the detailed information available. Thank you.